dark and foul underbelly of the city is like an indolent yak that slept in its own dung. It must be cleansed by the livestock shampoo known as the Dark Flamingo. Flamingo, like a flame in the sky. Brought to you each week at this time by Senior Suave's Super Spreadable Spiced Sausage.
All too often, as a man of the world, I find myself in an eatery where I spot some poor diner attempting to spread kielbasa on a piece of toast, only to be frustrated by the effort. That's when I present them a jar of Senior Suave Super Spreadable Spiced Sausage. That's right, I keep one jar on me at all times just for occasions such as these. And you should too, because when you crave the taste of sausage but without the annoyance of biting into something solid, you need Senior Suave Super Spreadable Spiced Sausage, available wherever spreadable meats products are sold.
Crime is an uncomfortable mattress full of bedbugs and loose springs.
The cochlea-smashing adventures of the Dark Flamingo are on the air. Tonight's thrilling episode, Mop Buckets and Murder. Sometimes crime is quiet, insidious, like a turtle in the bathtub of life, unknown and undetected until you reach for the soap, only to realize too late that you're washing your nethers with a terrapin. Tonight, an executive of finance named Gerald Fluffylobe is about to learn a terrible and final lesson in soap misidentification. It's late, and Gerald is drinking away a broken heart in his office at McStinkson's tax service.
Oh, Miss Scallop, how could you? I loved you. Who's there? Miss Scallop?
It's, just me, Mr. Fluffylobe. I heard the radiator pressure was low, so I'm making some adjustments.
Oh, Gene. About time. It's been freezing in here.
Well, you're here late.
That's none of your business. It's nobody's business. This is that trollop Miss Scallop's fault. And for 5 years as my secretary, she...
Look, it's been a long day. I just want to get this done, and I'll be out of your,
She filed someone else's documents! Can you believe it? That wastrel Bill back-ended investment. Ugh, just imagining her delicate hands going through his filing cabinet is making me crazy.
Okay, that should do it. You ought to be getting a bit more heat now. Since you're here, can I have you sign the work order?
You set her astray, didn't you? I saw the way she looked at you from when you fixed the wheel on her chair. I'll have your job for this.
Look, I've put up with abuse from guys like you at this rotten firm for 40 years, and I've really reached my limit. I'm tired. I missed my dinner, and my wife is fuming at me for being late.
Get out of my sight, you stinking janitor.
What did you call me?
Ah! Ow! Get off me! Mom, don't go there! Ah, no! Ah!
It is now the next morning. We find Dick Flamingo, moderately wealthy tax accountant, arriving for work at McStinkson's tax service.
What's all this hubbub? It's a Tuesday morning. Shouldn't be nearly this busy. Awful lot of police officers, too. How odd. They usually do their own taxes.
Morning, Dick. How's it hanging?
Oh, hello, Mort. What's with all the police?
Oh, someone found Mr. Fluffylobe dead.
What? How?
Well, I expect they just walked in and saw him there, not being alive and all.
No, I mean, what was the manner of his passing?
How would I know? I don't watch him on the John.
Never mind. This may be a job for the Dark Flamingo.
That's right, the Dark Flamingo! Wherever evil raises its turtle-like head, ready to strike the tender bits of the peaceful American people in their baths, he is there! After getting on the wrong side of an irritable gravlax merchant, Dick Flamingo fell under an ancient Swedish curse to always be the smartest man in the room. Dick's intelligence, however, is unaffected. Instead, everyone in his proximity becomes stupider by comparison. He has since made it his personal mission to use this remarkable ability to fight crime and protect the innocent. Our hero quickly hurries to his secret hideout and changes into his crime-fighting costume. He returns to the crime scene to find Lieutenant Tennant and Officer Head studying the corpse of Jared Fluffylobe.
What a way to go, Lieutenant.
I tell you, Chuck, I've never seen someone drown in a mop bucket before.
Think it was an accident?
I don't think we should rule that out.
Hey, it's the funniest thing. I've got a weird urge to stick this pen in my ear to see how far it'll go.
You know, I'm feeling a bit stupid, too. That can only mean...
Crime is a daffodil of false delight.
The Dark Flamingo!
Like a flame in the sky.
Officers, it appears you require my assistance.
That's for sure. For some reason, this guy isn't moving. He's really cold and stiff.
It appears his head was submerged in a mop bucket for longer than is healthy. The stiffness, of course, is rigor mortis. If this just happened last night, he'll be that way for a few more hours.
Do you mind, sir? We're trying to conduct an investigation.
I'm sorry.
Say, you're Clean Gene Jeffrey, aren't you? You work here?
That's right. I've been the custodian of McStinkson's for about 40 years. What can I do for you?
Can you account for yourself last night?
Me? I was scrubbing the boiler. Yeah, that sounds right.
Did you hear any kind of disturbance?
Nah, I was too busy. Real shame, eh?
Yes. Can I ask what you find to be so amusing?
Oh, I just remembered a Charlie Chaplin bit.
Yes, he is an amusing fellow. Well, if you think of anything, please let me know.
Oh, you got it.
Well, that's a dead end.
It looks like both ends are pretty dead.
Maybe one end is more dead than the other. I'll check for a pulse.
Get your hand out of there, Chuck. Now then, who would want Mr. Fluffylobe dead?
Someone who hates financial executives.
That doesn't narrow the list of suspects much, I'm afraid.
Someone who uses a mop bucket?
Yes, a mop. Someone who cleans up messes.
You don't mean...
Yes, a hitman for the mob. And not just any mob hitman. One who is known for drowning her victims in small amounts of water. And has a distaste for capitalism.
You don't mean...
Ruby Herring!
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the ghost of a mop bucket salesman.
Tracking a mafia hitwoman can be a dangerous sausage to spread, and one with the reputation of Ruby Herring, a veritable salami of peril. And in a city like Florpsburg, the most likely sausage factory Ruby might be found is that loathsome tavern, Bogey's Bar and Grill.
Gotta say, Bogey, we did a really good job rebuilding this place after that fire.
Yeah, you got that right, Lefty. Why, we even had enough left over from the insurance money to put in a pachinko machine.
I was afraid we wouldn't have the balls for it.
Nope, got those for cheap right at the game room supply store.
Mind if I give it a go, boss?
Yeah, yep, you bet. Here you go.
I love pachinko.
Now, be careful with those. You don't want to get one stuck in your nose.
What kind of idiot do you take me for anyways? Oh my god, it's in my nose.
Lefty, what did I just tell you?
I'm sorry, Bogey. I suddenly just felt like sniffling, and then...
Who'd be stupid enough to... Oh no, that must mean that he is here.
The merry-go-round of crime is a nauseating ride, indeed.
It's the Dark Flamingo!
Like a flame in the sky.
No, please. We just got the place put back together. I ain't done nothing, honest.
For you to be honest, Bogey, would be a rare occasion indeed. But no, I'm not after you. I need to find someone.
You tried the classifieds that got a section just for lonely gentlemen.
I need to find Ruby Herring.
You mean Ruby the Red?
No offense, but I don't think you're her type.
That peevish pinko periodically presented her pustulant pus in this putrid pavilion previously. Pray tell, provide her proximity, and I'll perhaps push off.
Ugh, you got a lot of moxie going after Ruby. People who bother her end up with their head in the toilet. Hey, this here gas line makes a neat sound when I bang on it.
Can someone help me get this thing out of my nose?
That's why I need to find her. A big wig at McStinkson's took a nap in a mop bucket.
Well, she ain't been here in a month. I know because she hit Phoebe and the Thibble and the John. I told her not to come back till she settles up with my plumber.
Maybe if I sneeze really hard, it'll come out.
You'll need more than a plumber if you don't tell me where I can find Ruby Herring.
Hey, take it easy. Last I heard, she was working the pretty boy Pete Boyd. Oops, hope that wasn't important.
Pretty boy Pete Boyd. Didn't he post bail for practicing bunco?
Presumably, but now he's passing bad pennies back in Pietro's back room.
Pietro Bergman? Previously Berganovsky?
Precisely.
Good news, Bogey. I got the ball out of my nose.
Oh no! The bar's on fire again! Lefty, get the bacon grease!
Once again, Bogey's Bar and Grill is alight. What will become of our hero? Stay tuned for the continuation of the adventures of the Dark Flamingo after this message from our sponsor.
Are you bored with Braunschweiger? Is pâté passé? You need excitement in your spreadable meats. That's why Senior Suave's Super Spreadable Spice Sausage is available in 3 exciting flavors: Classic Savory, Tangy Bratwurst, and for the heat lovers, Caliente Southwestern. Like all the finer things in life, processed pork is best when spread on a cracker or even toast. Or anything, really. We don't judge here. We just hope that when you want to spread your meat, you'll first try Senior Suave's Super Spreadable Spice Sausage.
Though he is singed, the Dark Flamingo is unharmed. All his attention is on the task at hand, to find the hit woman Ruby Herring in suspicion of the murder of financial executive Gerald Fluffylobe.
Pietro's back room. Ruby Herring. Of course she'd frequent a speakeasy like that. But it's all the way over on the west side, which means I'll need the services of my chauffeur. The question is, how do I find him?
Hey, pal! You got some nerve wearing that mask? That belongs to the Dark Flamingo!
Ah, Mac. Good timing. I need to get to the other side of town.
Oh, hey, boss. I should have known it was you. I've been getting dumber since 3rd Street.
Get me to Pietro's back room. Pronto.
You got it, boss. What's the action?
A finance man was drowned in a mop bucket last night. What do you know about a woman named Ruby Herring?
Oh, yeah, Ruby Red. I never had anything to do with her myself, but I know some of the big guys like to use her when they want to send a message.
Is it true what they say? She's a communist?
Hence the nickname. Yeah. She's got a real bone to pick with capitalism. And she's known for her signature move, Satan Swirly.
Yes, ghastly. Say, is this the best way to the west side?
Nah, don't worry. I know a shortcut. Hold tight. The Vims Memorial Bridge is in rough shape.
Ah, Mac, I think the bridge is out.
Nah, it's fine. See? If it was closed, there'd be a barricade.
Without slowing, Mac plows through the well-lit barricade meant to prevent drivers from mistaking the bridge as anything but out.
Here we are. Pietro's back room. Just down that alley. See, I told you it was a shortcut.
Thank you, Mac. I'll call for an ambulance as soon as I find a payphone.
Thanks, boss. I appreciate it.
What's the password?
I need no password. I am the Dark Flamingo.
That's last week's password. What's the new one?
Fool, you will open this door immediately.
No, we used that one last March.
If you don't open this door at once, I will break you and it to flinders. I am on a path of a brutal killer, and I know she is here.
There you go. Come on in.
Okay.
Pietro's back room is a saloon for the kinds of people who get thrown out of Bogey's Bar and Grill. It's a smoky, vile place where you're as likely to get a punch in the ear as a mug full of beer.
Hey, nice bird mask. What are you supposed to be? Hey, wait a minute. You're the Dark Flamingo.
Like a flame in the sky.
Please, I'm begging you. I can't get no dumber. I already have a hard time swapping kegs.
Then I will be brief. Where is pretty boy Peter Boyd? I need to talk to him about one of his thugs.
Oh no, it's too late. I got my hand stuck in the panini press. Someone help! Someone help! Help!
You looking for Pretty Boy Pete? I saw him last night. We had a bite to eat at 5 Alarm Freddy's Chili Shack. Last I saw him, he's making a beeline for the loo.
Oh, 5 Alarm Freddy's. There's a good chance he's still back there then. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Say, would you do me a favor? Give me a whack on the back. I think I forgot how to breathe.
Oh, of course.
Oh, thanks.
On the tip of the barfly, the Dark Flamingo heads to the latrines in the back of Pietro's.
Anyone in there? The door's unlocked. Oh, by the dinghy of Tidy Bowman!
The Dark Flamingo finds a grisly scene within. In the last stall, a figure hunched over the toilet. Their head is submerged in the porcelain depths, and the body is cold to the touch.
Why, that's pretty boy Peter Boyd. Rigor mortis is mostly dissipated, so he's been here a while.
Looking for somebody?
Ah, Ruby Herring. Is that a gun in my back?
Well, I ain't happy to see you, if that's what you mean.
Your work precedes you.
Thanks. I love what I do.
I have to say, you're acting rather out of character lately. First, you drown somebody in a mop bucket instead of a toilet. Now you murder your own boss. Very unprofessional.
How dare you? I'd never drown somebody in a mop bucket. And this mook was personal. He stiffed me on a job last week.
Wait, Pretty Boy's been here long enough for rigor mortis to wear off?
Of course. I iced him last night. I had a dentist appointment, though, and didn't have time to clean up. So I left him here for today. Figured nobody messed with a guy with his head in the pivy in a dive like this.
But if you were busy killing Pretty Boy last night, you couldn't have murdered Mr. Fluffy Lobe.
What are you on about? Ugh, I've had enough of you yapping. Come on. Let's get you taken care of properly.
You're flushing before killing me? How considerate.
Hey, I'm a lady. I got class. Now be a good boy and take your hat off.
With any luck, my powers should be kicking in any moment now.
I said take your hat off. I can't drown you if you got a hat on.
What are you talking about? You already drowned me.
Don't be stupid. There's no dead body in the bivvy.
There is so. Look.
Wait, I don't see nobody.
Though decidedly ungentlemanly, the Dark Flamingo shoves the distracted hit woman into the toilet and makes a run for it.
Help! I can't swim!
With his best lead a dead end, the Dark Flamingo heads back to the scene of the crime. Deciding he'd be less conspicuous investigating his alter ego, he stops by his hideout to change back into normal clothes. It's evening by the time he finally returns to the offices of McStinkson's tax service.
I don't understand it. Ruby seemed like the perfect suspect, but she was on the other side of town when Mr. Fluffy Lobe was murdered. Plus, the mop bucket doesn't quite fit her modus operandi. But she wasn't his killer. Who could have done it? Not to mention, there's no signs of forced entry. The office is locked at night, so that means whoever did the deed was already in the building.
Evening, Mr. Flamingo.
Oh, good evening, Gene. You're working late.
Yeah, I gotta get to go scrub the boilers.
Yes, of course. Wait a minute. You said you scrubbed the boiler last night.
Did I? Well, they're extra dirty.
You were working late then, too. And you were the only other person in the building?
Uh-oh.
The mop bucket. The decades of resentment developed by the working man under the heel of a self-important financial executive. Why, that can only mean it was the janitor all along.
What did you call me?
It was you, Clean Gene Jeffrey. You murdered Mr. Fluffy Lobe.
I'm a custodian.
Pardon?
I'm an experienced electrician. I've been welding since before you were in diapers. And I'm a licensed boiler engineer. I'm not a bloody janitor. I'm a custodian!
But you clean biffies, don't you?
Pushed beyond his limits once again, the aged custodian flies at Dick in a blind fury. Though he's in his 60s, the man is driven by years of pent-up rage, and it's all Dick can do to beat him off. That is, Dick slugs an elderly man, who of course slumps and falls unconscious to the ground.
Well, that's taken care of, I guess.
Obviously, this is not the proudest moment of our hero.
Well, maybe I'll just tie him up and leave him for the police. This really isn't a job for the Dark Flamingo.
Before another adventure of the Dark Flamingo draws to a close, Senor Suave's super spreadable spiced sausage would like to say a few words.
Thank you for listening to this production of The Dark Flamingo. Remember, kids, if you want to grow up big and strong like the hero of this story, be sure to get your 6 servings of processed organ meat a day. And there's no better source for your daily nutritional requirements of nitrates, cholesterol, and sodium than Senior Suave Super Spreadable Spice Sausages.
You have been listening to Episode 3 of The Dark Flamingo, performed by the Fountaineers KMSU Radio Drama Troupe. The Dark Flamingo was written by J.P. Mackey and produced by Shelley Pierce. Tonight's roles were performed by Chris Dorn was both your narrator and Clean Gene Joffrey. Ben Findley was the Dark Flamingo. Ethan Harbitz was Lieutenant. Connor Koulas was Mac the Cheese Murphy, Officer Chucklehead, and tonight's sponsor. Brendan Quinn was Bogey. Lex Lombard was Lefty. Luke Noel was Mort. Kat Bauman was the doorwoman. Emily Stark was the bartender. Joey Verver was the barfly. Catherine Petzel was Ruby Red Herring. Bob Pavlenko was Gerald Fluffy Lobe. And Mac Babcock will be Mr. E-Man. Lurking in an alley across from McStinkson's tax service office, a shadowy figure observes the police leading the aged custodian away in handcuffs.
That poor old fool! He could have easily gotten away with it, if not for that meddling flamingo. Mark my words, Clean Gene, you will have your chance at revenge. Soon you'll help bring down the Dark Flamingo! Wah ha 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 ha!